Hello there. So, as an analyst of political science and international relations, I decided to record my first video for this YouTube channel on the upcoming Trump-Putin meeting in Alaska. And of course, it's a very hot topic, and there will be a lot of headlines and debates surrounding it. And I just wanted to share my thoughts and predictions, and just to maybe rewatch those predictions in the future. So it's just interesting for me to put it out there. And first thing I want to say is that yeah, I truly believe that nothing will come out of this meeting for, I would say, two simple reasons. And those two reasons are, first of all, the fact that Trump and Trump's administration doesn't understand truly Russian position. And the second reason is, of course, Ukrainian agency and kind of the lack of Ukraine in this peace negotiation. So let's start by kind of examining the first point I want to make. And the first point is this concept that Trump basically wants a ceasefire. And the American side is really obsessed with this idea of a ceasefire. Um, and it's something that Russia, plainly rejects, first and foremost. But also, Russia doesn't reject the idea of ceasefire, not just because, it advances in the front line, but also because ultimately, Russia strives to change, European security architecture. That's the ultimate Russian goal. And the whole concept of ceasefire, of basically freezing the conflict forever, potentially, right? Something turning Russia-Ukraine conflict into a sort of Korea 2.0 is something that Russia is simply not interested, because Russia wants a seat in the European security architecture or in European politics in general. And that's something Russia cannot achieve with just, with just a ceasefire. So Russia needs some substantial agreement, which can, let's say, build foundation for future security architecture. This is what this is like, an ultimate Russian desire, an ultimate, I would say, Russian position from my own personal analysis. And the second point is, of course, the lack of Ukraine in this negotiation. And of course, we understand now that you cannot simply impose peace on Ukraine. I would say even more with European support of Ukraine. So, there can be no peace, obviously, without Ukraine. And this is like a simple thing, but something, to keep in mind, once we go into this negotiation process. And yeah, I think those two things will eventually determine the failure of the summit or of negotiations between Putin and Trump. This is not to say that they won't have some. This is not to say that the summit itself doesn't have like any symbolic weight. I think it does. Certainly, it is a historical moment, and definitely something that you'll see, in the history books and what have you. But it's something that will hardly change the events at this particular moment. However, if I would say this meeting will allow um, to reach a certain mutual understanding where Americans would be able to better understand Russians, then something can potentially come out of the following negotiations and the following meetings between the parties. So just let me know in the comments what you think about upcoming Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, and yeah, it will be interesting to revisit this video in the future. And yeah, subscribe to my channel and just help it with a like.